Hi everyone, it's the EnglishSimmer here and welcome back to my channel. So today I am going to be talking once again about the latest Sims 4 update. This is something that I kind of glossed over in yesterday's video and I didn't mean to, and I didn't really discuss why I did, but I have wanted to make this video since I found out about the rebrand. So as you guys know, The Sims 4 went through this rebrand. We've got new colors, we've got a new opening screen, we've got a new starter menu, we've got a new loading screen, and also a new logo. And with this, there are a lot of issues that have occurred where people have been getting migraines, headaches, light sensitivity, blue light sensitivity. There's a lot to cover here. I've seen a lot of people say, well, people are just complaining for the sake of complaining. It's the Sims community. People usually jump on bandwagons. But usually when it's a bandwagon around such a serious issue, there's actual real reason. A few of you might even say, Molly, you're clearly making this video to jump on the bandwagon to hate the game, which if you believe that, then that's fine. You can go on living your life thinking that. But I think things like this stem from an actual real problem that people have, and if we don't have empathy towards those players, then we're not really being the community that we say we are. So the first thing, and probably the most important issue that I want to talk about, is the loading screen. So back when this was announced on the Max's monthly live stream, which I actually didn't catch, and then there was also a screenshot of the loading screen on Twitter as well, people started saying that they could really see it giving them migraines or triggering their headaches, which is a completely valid concern. Like I said, just because I myself don't suffer with those migraines or light sensitivity, or you watching this video might not, other people, that is a real issue. If they can't play their game because of these loading screens, and some of you might say these loading screens last a few seconds, they don't. That changes for everyone. Mine personally lasts around 30 seconds to a minute. Some people's last 5 minutes. If they have to sit and look at this screen, and yes, they can look away, yes, they can go away and do different things whilst the game is loading, but having that break up your game and then being at risk from getting severe pain through that loading screen, that's not a game that you'll likely want to play or spend your money on. I have seen a lot of the community say, well, this blue isn't new. Sims 1 had blue loading screens, Sims 2 had blue loading screens, some of the Sims 3 packs also had blue loading screens, but I actually went through most of those, and minus the Sims 1, which was made back in 2000 to 2004 now, which I don't really feel like we can compare the two with that much time difference in between them, and with the change in technology and screen brightness and everything like that, I don't really feel like a 2000 game is comparable to a 2019 game. But I did notice that most of the loading screens that people have been using as an example do have different tones. So they aren't one static blue color like The Sims 4. I've seen people say maybe if there was a plumb bob effect or a honeycomb effect, or if the team had just made the loading screen a little bit of a darker blue and muted the tone a bit, then it probably wouldn't be as much of an issue as it is. Because it is very vibrant, and also the white text is pretty small, and you also have to take into consideration that not everyone plays The Sims 4 on the same resolution. So some people, the text might be really hard to read, it can cause eye strain, it can cause eye tiredness. So what I said in yesterday's video was this, but for me personally, I kind of like the blue. I'm not gonna lie. I think it's quite a nice change. And really what I should have said and what I should have expanded on is I personally like the blue, but I do think it should be a darker blue. I think it should be kind of a warmer tone, if that makes any sense. I just feel like it's a bit too cool for people's eyes, and I think if they had gone a little bit darker with the blue, then I don't think it would be causing as many issues as it is right now. However, on the flip side, I've also seen people who have light sensitivity issues saying that the blue actually works a lot better for them over the white. So it really is a discussion that I think we need to try and find some middle ground on. I honestly don't know if the Sims team are looking to change this. I would hope so, from the feedback that they've had, that they would change it and they would take everyone's concerns into consideration. And I do hope that the Sims team do take this into consideration, considering about a month and a half ago now, I actually sat down at EA Play with a bunch of other Sims creators and SimGuru Lindsay, and also Karen Stevens, who is the wonderful mind behind EA Accessibility, and she has done some amazing work within the EA Sports side of EA to really open up accessibility. There are people who play Madden who have complete sight loss. Like, this has personally affected my family. My cousin actually doesn't have any sight whatsoever after he was in a car crash a few years ago. And the fact that he had to give away his Xbox and he couldn't really see himself playing video games because he couldn't see the game, and then learning about the accessibility features of Madden was absolutely incredible. So I hope that the team are serious about inclusion and accessibility. I do think that anyone should be able to play the games that they enjoy, no matter what their ability is. And then the next issue that I do also want to talk about is actually the new icons. So the loading screen really seems to be the main point of this discussion. It really seems to be the one that is having a negative effect on people's visions and headaches. But the pack icons are also something really important. So I don't actually suffer from color blindness. I do obviously wear glasses. Like, I've worn glasses since being 14, and I don't know if you guys can see, but if you see the blue light reflected, I actually have a glaze over my glasses because I spend so long on computers. I actually have like a glaze over my glasses, which doesn't change the color of anything I see, but it actually reflects blue light from screens like my mobile phone, my computer, and that has reduced my headaches by like 95%. I used to get headaches all the time, and I rarely get them these days, even when I spend all day on the computer. So I don't have any colorblind issues, but I do wear glasses with a blue reflective light for working on screens so much. But even I, as a person who has quite healthy eyesight, actually really struggled at first. I'm getting more used to it the more I look at the pack icons, but the distinction between the expansion packs, I'm looking at them. The distinction between the game packs and the expansion packs. So the expansion packs are kind of like a more like turquoisey color, and then the game packs are like a deeper blue. But at first look, I genuinely could not tell the difference between those pack icons. And again, people play on different resolutions. If their resolution is smaller than mine, I don't know how they're going to be able to distinguish between those game packs and expansions, especially now that they're all like one color in the creator sim list. Like, that's going to be really difficult for players to distinguish. And also, colors are one of those things that literally everybody sees differently. So one person like might not have any issue with distinguishing those two packs like at all, but then you could ask the next person and they might not even see a difference. Like, I feel like color is such a specific thing to a person. Like, you can never really describe how you see a color, and even if you can, the person sitting next to you might describe it in a completely, totally different way. So I think those packs need to be more distinguished, whether that's adding in like a third color, I don't know, but I reckon they could make one of them like yellow, maybe one of them orange. I don't know what color they would choose, but I think we need those to be more distinguished from one another. I am going to warn you guys that I am about to show the brand new main menu and also the loading screen, but this is actually with the color filters, which is a setting in Windows 10. I'm going to show these to you guys with the 3 different color filters that Windows 10 actually has. Hopefully some of them might help for you guys. I don't know if they will or not, but I just thought I would include them in this video in case they do. If they do and you need to know like how to access these on your PC for your own monitor at home, then please do not hesitate to like ask me down below in the comments and I will get back to you on that. And also I do want to mention that with this new update and obviously the loading screen in my future Let's Plays, obviously because we aren't reverting back, I don't think we'll revert back to the white. I think this rebrand is here to stay. I don't know if the team will maybe change the color of the loading screen. I hope that they do. I really hope that they take this feedback on board and either change it or like give us some options for different things, like maybe on like Twitter or the forums, maybe give us like 4 options and have the community vote on the best one that works for them. Or maybe they'll introduce a dark mode. I really don't know how they're going to change this problem, but I really hope they do start making some moves towards it. But my promise to you guys, if you are affected by those loading screens and you still obviously want to enjoy my content, as everyone should be able to, I'm actually going to be editing out all of the loading screens from my videos. So if some of my sentences like get cut off or the editing is a little bit rough for a while until I actually like I'm used to stopping talking when a loading screen comes on so that I'm able to edit it out, I will be doing that from now on because I still want you guys to enjoy my content and I would hate for you all to leave my video feeling sick or sensitive to what you have just seen or getting headaches. So that's my promise to you guys. I hope that helps a little bit for all of you who have been suffering. And also I do want to say, if you guys have actually found any settings on Windows or Mac that has actually helped you with this change, then please feel free to help each other out in the comment section down below. Like if you know of any settings that I might not be aware of, then do yourselves a favor and chat with one another, give your suggestions and help your fellow simmers out, because that's really what I think we should be doing. So thank you all so much for tuning into this video. Again, I'm sorry for not focusing this really in yesterday's video, but I really wanted that to be like about the new features, and then I really wanted to dive in deep with the concerns of the rebrand. So I hope this video like helped, or at least just didn't feel like I was jumping on the bandwagon. Like I feel it's important that we all use our voices here, and I hope that the team can take your concerns into consideration and that something will actually change in a future update. But thank you all so much for tuning in, and I will speak to you all in my next video. Bye guys!